Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent five-nation tour, covering UAE, the Netherlands, Norway, Sweden and Italy, was aimed at one clear objective: attracting investment, strengthening technology and defense partnerships, and positioning India as a major global manufacturing and energy hub. The results were significant. Across the 5 countries, discussions and agreements worth nearly $40 billion were initiated in sectors like semiconductors, green hydrogen, clean energy, AI, defense manufacturing, logistics, and maritime infrastructure. Starting with the UAE, India focused heavily on long-term energy cooperation, with discussions covering crude supplies, LNG partnerships, strategic petroleum reserves, and future investments in the energy sector. For India, which imports a majority of its oil needs, the Gulf remains indispensable. The UAE committed through an MOU to maintain a gas reserve in India. Beyond energy, India and the UAE expanded cooperation in defense, maritime security, and cyber coordination. Officials said both sides discussed strengthening naval cooperation in the Indian Ocean region and increasing collaboration in defense manufacturing and emerging technologies. The leaders signed a strategic defense framework as the UAE announced a new $5 billion investment package to deepen bilateral economic ties across infrastructure and technology. In the Netherlands, India upgraded ties to a full strategic partnership. The Netherlands is already India's largest trading partner in Europe, with bilateral trade touching nearly $28 billion in 2024 to 25. Dutch foreign direct investment in India has crossed $55 billion, and more than 300 Dutch companies operate in the Indian market. During the visit, both countries signed 17 agreements covering semiconductors, green hydrogen, agriculture, cybersecurity, water management, and mobility. Semiconductor cooperation became a major focus as India pushes to build its domestic chip manufacturing ecosystem. Next came Sweden, where the emphasis was innovation, AI, and advanced manufacturing. India and Sweden elevated their relationship to a strategic partnership and expanded cooperation in defense technology, sustainable industry, and digital innovation. Bilateral trade between the two countries currently stands at around $7.7 billion, while more than 280 Swedish companies, including Volvo, Ericsson, SKF, and Sandvik, already operate in India. Prime Minister Modi also attended the European Roundtable for Industry in Gothenburg, where discussions focused on job creation, AI collaboration, and supply chain resilience. In Norway, the visit marked a historic moment, the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to the country in more than 43 years. Talks centered on renewable energy, green shipping, Arctic cooperation, maritime technology, and clean tech investment. Norway may be a smaller trading partner, with bilateral trade around $2.7 billion, but its sovereign wealth fund, the world's largest, already has an estimated $28 to $30 billion invested in Indian markets. The final stop, Italy, delivered one of the tour's biggest diplomatic breakthroughs. India and Italy officially elevated ties to a special strategic partnership. Bilateral trade between the two countries currently stands at nearly $16.8 billion, with growing cooperation in defense production, renewable energy, clean technology, and industrial manufacturing. Both nations also reviewed the India-Italy Joint Strategic Action Plan for 2025 to 2029, aimed at expanding long-term collaboration in defense, science, technology, and resilient supply chains. Overall, the tour showcased India's larger strategy, building deep economic and strategic partnerships with technologically advanced European nations. From semiconductors and AI to green energy and defense manufacturing, the message was clear. India is no longer just seeking trade partnerships. It is positioning itself as a central player in the global supply chain and a preferred destination for long-term investment.